Hi, it's Kat from Dollface Factory, and today's tutorial is on using metallic pigments that come in loose pigment form. A lot of times they're sold in these little jars. These are the NYX ones. But often they're also sold in these little pots like the Makeup Forever ones. So today we're going to be experimenting with how to get the best application of these metallic loose pigments so that there's very little drop down and a lot of staying power, because the pigments are really great because they have a lot of deep pigmentation and a lot of deep color for very little product actually. So here we go. The first thing you're going to want to do is put on a shadow base like Urban Decay's Shadow Primer Potion to give the pigment something to stick to, because otherwise a lot of times the oil on our eyelids will have the pigments just kind of melting off our face by the middle of the day. And I also like to use the NYX Jumbo pencils, the Jumbo eyeshadow pencil, in order to give a kind of a tacky surface for the loose pigments to attach themselves to. Because really that's the secret, is giving it something to stick to. Sometimes people will mix the pigments with a mixing solvent or even a Visine, but I figure if I wanted to buy something to mix with something else, I would just buy a powder, a compact powder, or a cream shadow. So instead I kind of make my own base, sticky enough that I can still use the loose pigments and get the deep color and not have to worry about drop down a lot. So there you go, I've made a tacky surface for the pigment to stick to. Put that away. Here you go. The trick is to get some product on the cover or on a flat surface. Sometimes I even use a like a small dish or a bowl or even just a plastic cap of something. Take your brush and press it into the product instead of swiping like you would a eyeshadow, like a compact eyeshadow. If you press onto the loose pigments, it gets right into the bristles, and then you go through with a patting motion, not a swiping motion, like a doot, 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 over and over and over again. A lot of times it'll just take one pat, depending on how much product you've picked up, and apply it to the lid in the shape that you want it. I'm going over the large surface of my lid, because that's where I want this pigment in color. The best thing about the loose metallics is that you could also use flat eyeshadows or matte shadows in compact form in order to give depth, so it's not just a whole bunch of shine. There you go. Pat. Remember, it's patting. And if you see, there isn't a lot of drop down under here, but the little that is there, I'm going to clean it up later with some foundation, because you never want to smudge or use a brush to swipe it away unless you're using a big poofy brush with no product whatsoever on it, because otherwise you'll have a very colorful smear on your face. That's what you're into. So there we go. I've decided to use a second color as well. So I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is a crease brush. I'm just going to dip it right into the cap and push it. Push it in there. Jam it in there. Get in there. And I'm going to go right over where my crease is in this little gray color, just to add another layer to the look that I'm going for. Again, it's a tapping, not a swiping. Doink, 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 doink. Think of like Hubert. Doink, doink, doink. I guess I really just showed my age. Okay? I decided to add depth. I was going to use black. And not use black to smudge or smoke it out, but use black to make, if you see, it's almost an almond shaped in the crease black line going from the inner corner to the outer corner. And when you pull your eye and my eye's shut, you can really see how defined it is. but then when you let go and you open it, it really just gives kind of a depth. So here we go. Very, very tiny brush, tiny dome-shaped brush. Tap it into a flat black. Get off some excess. Pull the lid. I go right into the crease. I want to see that mine matches, so I'm going to go over the other one too. Just a little bit more. Down, down, down. Let it go right off. And if you want to make it a little bit more subtle, a little bit lighter, go through with that second brush you used with the gray. Just use it to kind of smoke it out. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. Right in the crease. Take your liquid eyeliner. I added a cat eye liner. Follow the lash line. There you go. Come in with your black mascara. Now I'm going to move a little bit closer to the camera, don't be scared. Because I want you to see just how little drop down that there is, and just how easily we can whisk it away. Go back in with your foundation or your concealer. And you're done. Now, the secret to using loose pigments, I have to tell you, is practice. They need to be played with. You need to make a few mistakes. You need to not be afraid, because you can just wipe it on off if you don't like it. And to play with colors. Play with layering colors. They come with some magnificent oranges, yellows, things that you might not wear out to the office, but things that you might wear out. So give it a try. The shimmer for loose pigmented metallics is great. MAC has great one. NYX has great ones. Just try them out. Makeup Forever has great ones. The colors are vibrant, perfect for spring, great for summer. The golds are really beautiful. So just try it.